Welcome into the Friday Night Locker Room Show presented by Space Coast Daily. Joined by Steve Wilson and Orville Susan. I'm your host, Zach Clark. Guys, the next game we have up is the game you guys are going to be doing. Avon Park taking on Cocoa. Orville, break down this game for us.
Class 4A regional final, not a semi-regional final, but a semi-final. And it is in Class 4A. Avon Park, who beat Astronaut last week, comes to Cocoa. And it's not going to be a happy ride for the people from Avon Park. The Cocoa Tigers are going to avenge the Brevard County loss last week by the Astronaut War Eagles. How did the Cocoa Tigers do it last week? New names that we normally don't call scored points for the Tigers. Keith Powell blocked the punt, recovered it in the end zone for a touchdown. Zach Beagle intercepted a pass, ran it into the touchdown, ran it into the end zone for a touchdown. Cocoa finally ran an offensive play, and in the name we mention all the time, first play from scrimmage, Timmy Pratt runs it in for a touchdown. One offensive play, the score, Cocoa Tigers 21 to nothing. So that's how bad it went for them last week. But then you add in Judson and Timmy Pratt and Chauncey Gardner and the other guys that Steve I know will mention, and all of a sudden you got a lot more guys playing great offense and defense than the Tigers normally have. Everybody other than the five big guys are starting to step up and play playoff football. I like the Tigers by a truckload.
By a truckload. Steve, what do you got?
Well, Avon Park's plan is to run the football. That's what they do. Braswell ran for about 140 yards last week. Team combined, they ran for 290 yards against Astronauts, and that's what they've done all year long. You know, Avon Park has only lost one game, that being the Sebring last regular season game of the year. Their big win during the season was Bishop Verot. They beat 18-7. We know what the Tigers did to Bishop Verot last week, so there's a big disparity in numbers there. But I think the Tigers' defense, it's kind of like last week. They know what Avon Park's going to do. They're going to try to run. If you tell the Tigers this is what we're going to do, it just makes it that much more difficult to run, to pass, whatever the case may be. Dundrell Turpin, Jacavius Henry, players like that, Chauncey Gardner on the defensive side of the ball, I think they're going to have a field day. They know what to expect. They're so quick. They're going to be extremely difficult to run on. Then on the offensive side of the ball, Orville talked to return Bruce Judson loose, Timmy Pratt, Zach Armour, Jawan Taylor, you're running over right tackle. I think Cocoa Tigers, line them up on the field. They're a better football team than Avon Park this year. It's going to be a challenge not to look ahead to next week, because if the Tigers win, they're going to play the winner of the Glade Central Booker T. Washington game. So I think their biggest opponent this week is themselves. If they play their football, they're going to do well, because Cocoa's only lost 2 games this year. They lost to IMG Academy, the #1 team in the state of Florida, and St. Edward's, the #1 team in the state of Ohio. So they play great opponents. They're ready to play football. If they can keep focused for this game, which I think they will, they're going to travel south a week from Friday in a state semifinal game, which should be a great game. But I think the Tigers are going to do well this week because Coach Wilkinson will not allow them to look ahead.